Today I'm going to be decorating my Christmas tree in the kitchen. I like to have a Christmas tree in the kitchen, as my husband did point out once when I first started doing it. He said, why have we got a Christmas tree in the kitchen? And I'm like, well, Christmas Day, I spend quite a lot of my day in here. So I wanted it to look nice and festive. So yeah, I bought myself a Christmas tree. So this one, it's only, so it doesn't take up too much space because obviously I've got a seat here and a table, and so it doesn't take up a massive amount of space. It's a 6-foot Christmas tree. I think it's called a pencil Christmas tree, so it's really narrow and fits in the corner nicely, so it doesn't take up any room at all really. So but it just looks nice in the corner and festive. So this one's one that's already been flocked, so it looks, you know, nice and wintry. The branches aren't, I mean, it is a good Christmas tree, but you know, they're not like dense branches. But by the time I finished, you don't really see an awful lot of the branches anyway, because this one's my pink and silver one, like different themes. Like in my lounge, it's more traditional one, which is gold and red, which I've done a YouTube video on. I do one in another room that's my big real one. I do that in like peacock colours, so hopefully I'll be putting that one up as soon as I've decorated it, or should I say as soon as my husband goes and gets the tree for me, because that's the big one. That's about a 10-foot one I have there. So yeah, so this one's my silver and pink. This is sort of more like my girly Christmas tree, because it's made to spend the most amount of time in the kitchen. So yeah, it's like, so I start off with fairy lights I'll put on in a bit, and then I actually use tinsel on this one. So with this I've got silver tinsel and pink tinsel, so that all goes, and I push that in deep so it fills up all the holes, and it's just and then the lights from the fairy lights make it all sort of like nice and sparkly, and then I put the baubles on. So and I've got all sorts of obviously I've got silver baubles, pink baubles, and then I've also got baubles that people have given to me over the years because they've sort of seen them and thought, oh, Carolyn will like that. I think my mum bought me this one. You can see it's like a little hedgehog. It's ever so sweet. It's sort of got silver sparkly little well, it's a pine cone obviously, and it's just so lovely. That one's sweet, so I always put that one on. And also my mum bought me this one. It's a little silver handbag. So because she knows I like handbags. So yeah, so that's a nice one. Then I've got this one friend bought me. Well, actually no, she bought me two, bless her. So they're sort of just plasticky ones, but they're sort of like a bit sparkly, and so that one's more iridescent, so it catches the light lovely. And then also I've got some of these, which are lovely little sort of silvery stars. They're handmade actually. My sister-in-law bought them for me when we went to a little market when I went to visit them in Denmark. So I've got a few of those. Very carefully I had to wrap them up to bring them back from Denmark a couple of years ago. But yeah, they're really nice. I did look on Pinterest to see how they were made, but it looked a bit too complicated for me, so I'm glad I've already bought them. So anyway, so it's quite nice, you know, to make your Christmas tree a bit personal as well. So all these different ones I know are of different people, so they will all go on my Christmas tree. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to put on the tree. So like I said, next I'm going to put the fairy lights up. So it's nice and shiny in the corner, because it is a little bit dark in this corner, especially this time of year. So I'm going to do that. I won't film myself putting them on, because otherwise, you know, by the time I put that on, the tinsel on, the baubles on, you'll have lost the will to live on the video. So yeah, so I will come back to you when I've got fairy lights on, so you can see what it looks like. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, so now I've put my Christmas lights on. As you can see, it sort of like lights up the corner quite nicely. These lights I've got, they're like blue and white, so it's a very sort of wintry sort of cool feel to it, which goes quite nicely with the silver and the pink as well. And before I put the Christmas lights on, I actually switch them on to make sure they work, because you don't want to put them all on and then switch them on and find out that, you know, they're not working anymore or a bulb's gone or something. So and also another thing I do check is, because I have got quite a few different coloured Christmas lights, is that I'm actually putting on the coloured lights that I want on the Christmas tree, because before now I have put lights on a Christmas tree, then put my tinsel, baubles, everything's gone on it, switched them on, and I've gone and put the wrong colour lights on. Not a major problem, but I couldn't be bothered to take everything off and start again, but it just annoyed me all Christmas. So just to stop that happening. Yeah, so check you got the right colour, and then check they also work. And also it's like once I've put them on, switch them on so you can actually see that you've got like a good coverage, because you can't always tell when they're switched off. So as you can see, it's not a bad coverage. I haven't done around the back obviously because no one's going to see it, and also when I put the tree up to make it look a bit thicker, all the branches from around the back I've sort of pulled around the front a little bit, so it just makes it look a little bit more bushier, and also because it's a bit flatter at the back I can push it right in the corner, so it's definitely sort of out the way more. So that's what I've done with the Christmas lights. So I'm quite pleased with that. So now I'm going to go with the tinsel. So like I said, I've got pink and silver tinsel. So I'm going to put that on. I'm going to, like I said, push it in quite far in, so it just the lights reflect on it and make it all sparkly. And then I'm going to, because I've got loads of baubles for this tray. So then the baubles will go over the top of the tinsel really. So that's what I'm going to do next. So I'll come back to you when I finish doing that. See you later. Okay, so there's my Christmas tray with the tinsel on it. If you can see, put the tinsel sort of right inside the Christmas tree. Just gives it a little bit more depth, I think, and also the lights, you know, shine off it lovely. Really makes it sort of sparkle a little bit more. So I'm pleased with that so far. So there we go. That's the tinsel bit done. Looks like I'm going to have to hide that wire a bit at the bottom there. Hopefully once all the baubles are on you won't be able to see the wires. So yeah, so now I'm going to put the baubles on. So I will come back in a minute when that's finished. Right, so there's my finished Christmas tree. Yeah, I put the baubles on it. I've even put some, I found some beads in the bottom of my box there. So I've sort of strung those up and looped them up. I'll show you a bit closer up in a minute. How I actually put my baubles up, I mean everybody has a different method of doing it, but I've sort of, I put my big baubles on first and stand back and make sure they're evenly sort of spaced out. Then I put like my more decorative ones, or the ones that mean a lot to me, like I said, the ones that my mum bought, my sister-in-law bought, friends bought, so I put those on, and then then I use the smaller baubles that are just like plain colours to fill in all the gaps then. So just put those, and then of course as I put them on I stand back, make sure I've got no big gaps everywhere. So yeah, it looks really pretty. I'm really pleased with it, so something to look at on Christmas Day when I'm in here cooking the turkey and the roast potatoes. So yeah, and to finish it off, I've put like it's a pink sparkly sort of poinsettia. It's just an artificial one I've just clipped on the top of it. So I'll show you a little bit closer up so you can see it a little bit better. So hold on a minute. So there we go. That's all of it. I'm going to see if I can find some white fabric actually just to put around the bottom, just to hide the stand. I most probably have some somewhere. But anyway, that's it. So yeah, I'll just show you a bit closer up. There we go. Some lovely flower on the top. You can see the little hedgehog there. That's it. Put him there so you can see better. Yeah, my lovely star there. And there's the little horse. Well, horse, what's it, Pegasus, is it, the one with the wings? Yeah, another of my stars. You can see I've got the, just looped the beads round. As you can see, the tinsel isn't like a main focus because I've just pushed that back. So, but it just helps to the sparkle value. And I'm a big one for sparkle. If anything sparkles, that's it. I'll have it. So you can see there's the handbag my mum bought me, another one of the Pegasus. and there's the one of the butterflies. So yeah, so I've got all sorts. I mean, I've even, like, you can see just the little there, it's just a little tiny bauble I've pushed right in the back just to give it a bit of depth. They're not all sort of hanging on the edge. I've put some of them, like that one's a bit further back than the others. So there we go. That's my kitchen Christmas tree. So this is the second tree I've done. I've done a gold and red one, which I have got on another video on here, if you want to go and have a look at that. That's one that hasn't got tinsel on it. That's when I tried putting ribbons for a change, and I was quite pleased with that. So there we go. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Bye.